I see them as iconic. I mean, Mass Hort, as the name, is huge. It has definite countrywide notice. Mass Hort is one of the old, established green industry organizations. You know, there are very few older, and none that have been more successful.
I think we're always looking for new ideas, and these people are they're just full of wonderful ideas, and just absorb it, just like rainwater. It's just like, it's great. It's great.
Exactly.
They're wonderful, elegant plants to put in the summer garden, in the back of the garden.
The best thing you can do is to bring experts together and then put them together with people who really want to know more about plants, more about horticulture. And the way you do that is through something like the Perennial Plant Association Symposium that we held here today. It's the opportunity for everyone to hear experts in the field, some of them deadly serious, some of them more like a stand-up comedy routine that's disguised as a horticultural lesson.
How cool it would be if we were plants. And we go, you know what, I'm not feeling very good today, I'm kind of feeling my age, and we chopped off our finger, threw it away in the compost pile, and next thing you know, we're 20. Plants are like that!
But in the end, you walk away knowing more than you walked in with.
Adrian Boone he's fabulous to have around. He's so inspirational. He gives us visions of what gardens can mean and what gardens can look like. And then he comes and he helps do them here. So he gives us his pictures, he shows us his gardens, he gives us his expertise, and he's a fabulous person to spend time with. And he shares his knowledge and his experience willingly with everyone.
I've always had a high regard for the potential that the Mass Hort had, and of course the flower show has been famous. But Elm Bank is something particularly special and could be special and more special in the future. So I think that there's certainly an understanding now from the trustees and others at Mass Hort, having had quite a difficult time, but looking forward to really focusing as a priority on the gardens here and making people aware that they are here and that they should come and see it. And I think then gradually there's tentacles, if you like, being put out into the sort of horticultural trade and into the neighbourhood and to the gardeners and to the horticultural clubs and others, that things are changing here.
The great children's programs that Botanical Gardens and other organizations like Mass Hort do are a wonderful way to bring family together in the garden, to instill a love in gardening for kids, getting their hands dirty, getting away from the computer. So I find it's a great resource for also educating children about growing plants, be it vegetables, perennials, shrubs, trees.
Mass Hort has always been my standard for landscaping and for horticulture, and so when they really got into a tough time, I thought it was the right thing to do to jump in and see what I could do to help. And I've seen the value of horticultural excellence, and that's what Mass Hort represents.
The gardens are really lovely. They've worked very hard to make them really develop the Mass Hort. I know it went through some tough times, and it's looking so much better and much more loved and cared for and interesting.
Mass Hort has certainly been a stalwart in the horticultural community for over a century, and what they're doing at Elm Bank is really fabulous in terms of showing the public what can be done with plants, trees, shrubs, and annuals. Horticulture is such a complex endeavor. To most people, it's a mystery, and the more they can learn about it, the more sources of information they can have, the more successful they're going to be, the more confident they're going to be in gardening around their own homes. And I'm really pleased to see that largely through volunteers, people really have supported the Horticultural Society because they know the value of it to their way of life and the Boston community.
No question that without the volunteers, we could not do what we do. There's no question at all. We have 4 employees, paid employees at Mass Hort, who work indoors and outdoors with facilities and maintenance and gardens sort of jobs. And the property is huge. I mean, without volunteers, the work just never would get done. So the volunteers are incredibly important, and we really value every one of them.
And I think it is just this time period and time frame that a new generation of excitement and enthusiasm can focus on this very real green need that the world has. So in Mass Hort's revitalization and renewal, I think the spirit is one of very deep sustainability and deep creativity, so that in proving their own worth and value and sustainability, they can espouse this movement and future of the earth.